When you trade to make a living, it becomes so difficult. If you trade to make an income month end, it becomes so difficult. This is why we tend to see people start doing account management, start selling signals, selling all these other things to supplement that, right? And I always say this to people, is that trading is not, we must understand what trading is, right? It's an investment tool, right? It's not an income generator tool.
When you begin, it's always hard to start. It's common that you have high expectations. At first you lose when learning trading art. But don't give up, just try to have some patience. Of course you think that game will be so easy. Such business is as cruel as the rest. Don't let your wins just make your head be dizzy. If stay and trade, result will be the best. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. Some time will pass and you will see the trading is not so hard for those who they're long. There's always one whose help is there waiting. And finally, you'll keep your profits strong. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. You know that only Forex will give you continue getting better. Just don't give up, begin a deal, and know that Forex only matter. Forex is my love.
Warren Buffett was once told in the '08 crash, "Mr. Buffett, you have lost $10 million today." Do you know what he said? He said, "I haven't lost anything. I haven't sold." Me and Buffett have the same mindset. I'm tens of thousands in loss on my Euro USD trades, but I haven't lost anything because I haven't closed the trade. No stop loss. We share that mindset and inshallah, the markets will turn around and I will be profitable. That's the problem with these traders nowadays. Stop losses, closing their trades. Don't close, don't lose.
Exactly, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the training. Please, before I go further, can I get a message for 2 or 3 people that my voice is okay? It's audible. You are hearing me clearly?
You are
Yes,
audible.
we
We
can.
can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
very audible.
Oh, thank you very much. Tonight is another good edition, and today is is a key. I'm going to talk about the real key of our trading strategy. Anybody that trade edging, let me tell you a top secret. Edging can be done with any strategy, in combination with any strategy. As time goes on, I will implement everything that the robot is trading for us. We are going to start trading it manually, but to be a very exclusive class. I want to train people's mind also, not to 100% depend on the robot. So after we finish all this, then we now go to manual trading. So you now understand the concept of how the robot thinks. And if you know that you can face it yourself without using the robot, then you will face it. Because my own mentorship is not a mentorship of just talking. I want to do everything in my own capacity to make sure that I gave the value that you will never forget the day you met me online or wherever you met me. So today we are going to talk about the key factor, the real root, the most important thing you need to understand in hedging strategy. And what is that thing? That thing is how to calculate the lot size. Because you remember, when we hedge all the legs, we have already locked ourselves. Many people that spoke to me from Western world, they always let me know that they have been trading edging before they met me. But the problem is they don't know how to close it. So eventually they were frustrated and close it. I met a gentleman yesterday. He told me he has been trading edging for a very long time, but he has never made profit because at the end of the day, there will be wide gap and he was frustrated to close everything at loss. And that is the problem. So the main reason why you will not ever think like that, the foundation is what I want to show everyone. Please, if your mic is not muted and you have noise around you, please just mute your mic. Otherwise, I'm going to remove that person completely from my class. So now, this class is not going to be more than 1 hour. I'll be a little bit fast, but I'll make sure that I make everything clearly. Okay. So the first thing is I'm going to show you an account, and like you know that I always show a live account. So the first thing we need to do now is to share that screen. Okay. Why this one is still on? So tonight we are going to talk about. I'm going to show us the exact calculation. How do you get the calculation? Because that calculation is very simple. It's simple arithmetic, but a lot of us didn't understand it, and we are still struggling with it. And to the extent that many of us we are closing trade at loss, because I've met a lot of members that they still close their trade at loss, and it's very painful to me. It pains me to the bone marrow, because you don't supposed to be trading edging and you still lose money. It's not possible. So in that case, I will share one of my accounts with you, which is a live as well. Then I will start showing what I want to show there. And from there, we move to how to do the calculation properly. And we'll take it from there. Please, did you see the screen I'm sharing now? Please, anybody, did you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is one of my trading accounts. Let me, I think I need to go down properly so that because I like people to see what I'm talking about. Most of people in my class, you will have, if you remember this account, that's why I used to tell you, if you are an edging trader, don't be scared about floats. Float is a normal thing in trading, because remember, you keep on seeing these floats from time to time because you don't use stop loss. And the strategy we are using is we are going to look at how we are going to converting this float to profit bit by bit. Okay, if you guys are aware, since the beginning of October or middle of September, you will realize that this my float is about 2,000 minus $2,000. But look at it now, is minus 859 because I keep on converting it bit by bit, rollover, trimming, and it will be like this forever till the day I will liquidate the account. By God's grace, I'm going to liquidate this account in front of everyone in a few months' time, and you will see how I'm going to liquidate it, okay? So now, I'm going to use this account as an example tonight. Unfortunately, I've been praying that I should see any of my accounts that will be suitable for the calculation, but I didn't see anyone that's suitable perfectly. But I will use one live account like what we are seeing. I will grab this picture, take it to where we are going to do all our calculation, and we're going to use three.
I don't know if it's me. Sorry, your network is breaking. I don't know if it's only me.
Same here.
Same with you there. Oh, okay. That means tonight the network in my.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. The network is breaking. I think you need to change network, sir, please.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Welcome back, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. I'm so sorry. You must have known that something is beyond my capacity tonight. It has never happened like this. This is the first time. So I have to change from ADSL line to Telcom, from Telcom to MTN. I've never used cell phone to do my class ever since I've started my class. I use ADSL. Maybe it's from the service provider end, I don't know. And it has never happened since morning. It just happened now. So I'm so sorry. So, or do you want us to postpone this class if I've stressed some of you, or we should continue? Because I don't want to consider myself alone. Please, class, do we continue the class?
For me,
Let's
yes.
continue, please.
All right.
Let's continue.
All right. Thank you very much.
Let's continue.
Okay. Now. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Now let me share the screen of the account we are going to use for our practical. Did you see my trading account? Did you see the MT4 account? Please, did you see
Yes,
it?
sir.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
you can see it.
Yeah, this is not a perfect model of what I want to show us, but unfortunately, I searched through three accounts, three of my portfolio. None of them can give me actual what I want, but I'm going to use what we are seeing here to simulate what we need to know tonight. And I want to, please, whenever you are coming to my class, I always have paper and pen. The reason why I normally say this is because it may seem that you understand everything when all of us are together, but when you are together alone, you may not get it right. You understand? So when we want to start doing everything now, please have your pen and paper beside you. I'll make sure I slow down, I explain for you to get it. But at the same time, after the class, you have to revisit that arithmetics I'm going to show us. So now I'm going to grab the screen. That's the first thing I need to do. I'll grab the screen. Then we'll take the screen to, because I don't want to be moving from screen to screen. So I want to grab this particular screen. I'm going to grab it. So I will grab it. Then I will take it to maybe a whiteboard or anywhere we are going to use it properly. Okay. Now I've grabbed it. Then I'm going to take it to another place where we are going to do our calculation properly so that you can see how I always do this calculation and how easy it is. So I think I'm here. I'm going to share the screen with us. I just want to set the screen properly so that everybody will be able to see what I'm going to show properly. Layouts. Augmentation should be, let's go. All right, then. Okay, let me share the other screen so that now we start our calculation properly. Here is it. So please, if you see the screen I'm showing now. Please let me know.
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh,
We can see it.
thank you. So this is the screen we are going to use. And I'm going to now start doing the calculation, and I'm going to make sure that I slow down for every one of us to get it. But did you see it? Is it clear enough? Is it clear enough?
Very clear.
Okay, you saw it. Okay, you saw. Now, what we are going to do, the first thing I need to let us know is this area. We are going to pick just one asset floats, and I will not give us the step 1, the step 2, the step 3, the step 4, the step 5. That's how we are going to do it tonight, so that it is going to sink into most of us something. So now I think I should take one on the top, which is this. And if you look at it, is a minus 183.77. Minus 183.77. So let me scroll down. So the one we want to use now, we want to use asset, and what is that asset? Is it buy or sell? We need to know the direction. Is buy direction. So we have the asset we want to use is buy equals minus 183.77. So now we need to simulate, because we don't see assets that can give us the opposite. So let's say what is the lot size at, let's say at lot size, at what lot size? Let's quickly check that as well. The lot size is 0.03, okay. At 0.03 lot size, okay. So we need to have a sell leg which must be positive of this. So I'm going to simulate the positive figure, because we don't have opportunity to get it. So positive.
Sorry, sir. There is a sell leg. It's UJ. There is a sell leg.
There's a sell leg, but the sell leg is supposed to be positive, sir.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's why I want to simulate the value for the sell leg. So the sell leg, now let's simulate something like $50. That is 50.97. But remember, when we are edging, both legs must have the same value. Okay, so this is what we are going to use for our example, and I'm going to now show us the calculation. Okay, then we move to other things. So we have three ways of solving this problem. 3 ways, and we are going to demonstrate the 3 ways tonight. I'm going to demonstrate 3 of them tonight. Okay, yes, I'm going to demonstrate 3 of them, and you pick anyone that is very, very okay for you, convenient for you. So the first thing we need to do, sorry, I need to undo that. How will I undo this one? Okay. Now this 5 is supposed to be 5. I mistakenly draw something on it. So now we are going to formulate the formula. So before we can do anything here, there's something we need to know. 1, we need to understand this, let me say, first method. With this place, okay, let me see. I don't think this place will take what I want to do again. Let's look for another page. I think we're on another page now, okay. So let's say first method. First method.
Yeah, good day everyone, and this is the makeup video, part of our last Zoom class, because I want to explain how we can use 3 methods to get the value of our lot size we want to trim. During trimming, It's a foundational part of my strategy, and that is why I don't joke with it. Okay, so now let me quickly do the makeup video, and I will explain the first approach to you. In this, I'm going to use this um, JPY USD uh, to do the example. This is what I mean. USD JPY. USD JPY has edged for some times now. Okay, it has edged for some time. In fact, it has edged since March this year. And you can see if you look at the lot size now, I've edged to 0.03 by 0.03 sell, and both of them are on float. You see. So what we are going to do here is just to make sure that um, I use the calculation very well for every one of us to be able to see. Okay, but before we do that, there's something we need to know. This method require us to know the value for lot size. So now the first thing we need to do is I'm going to have a tabular table, which I'm going to say lot type, lot sizes, and lot value. And this will be in dollar. The values will be in dollar. So we already know that we have what you call micro lot, which is 0.01, and the value of it is 10 cents. And we have what you call mini mini lot, which is 0.1. The value is $1. And we have what we call standard lot, which is one lot, and the value is $10. This $10 is, I mean, all this is just to show the value of pips. All these are, I mean, all this value of pip per, I mean, the value of lot size per pip. You understand? Is part of the training, all those things that we need to know in forex. But as you know that my training is not like or other normal trading, forex trading training. So I will just leave it at this junction. So now that we have understood this, we want to know what is the value of 0.01, because it's the minimum lot size that we will need to be trimming out of either side we want to trim out. And this is a very crucial part of my calculation. If you want to use edging and you want to really get it right, you have to understand this part. So we have three steps, I mean three methods. This is the first method. If this method is too difficult for you, you move to the second method. If the second method is too difficult for you, then you move to hedging calculator. That one is most simplest, and I'm going to do several videos for you to see if you really need the calculator, because I don't want people to buy something that they don't really need. Like I used to say, you have to respect money because you work hard for it. Okay, so now in this scenario of let's go back to our scenario of UJ. We have buy 0.03, which is a 184.78. So we have buy 184.78, minus in dollars minus 184.78. Okay, we agree on that. So we have sell 0.03 at minus 277. We are not going to use minus for the sake of this class, and this is at 0.03 lot size. So now let's now say we have sell at we have sell. I think I use 70.97 in the class. So is because one leg must be positive and the other leg must be negative. So this is the makeup video. In the class, you can see that if you follow the class, you can see that we didn't get it because I have too many pressure on me that night, which is the internet pressure that is on and off, on and off. So I couldn't, my brain doesn't even function properly. So that's why I'm doing this makeup video for us. Okay. Now, we want to know anytime you are in this scenario and you want to trim, okay, we want to know the value for 0.01 of the negative side. We want to know the value that 0.01 of the negative side is going to give us. Because now we can see that sell side is positive. So we are going to close this 100%. But we want to close partially part of the buying side, which is negative, for us to start reducing our lot sizes. That's the purpose of this formula, okay? Now, having said that, let's scroll up. How do we calculate? So, because this 0.03 in a monetary value is going to give me 30 cents, okay? $0.30, okay? So this 30 cents is what I'm going to use to divide 184.78. So now for us to get the value of this, to get the value for 0.01, I have to say 184.78 divided by 0.3, 30 cents. And that is going to give us what? Scroll down. So let me quickly use calculator from my second screen to be 184.78 divided by 0.30. This is going to give me 615.93. Don't look at this figure because this step one is a makeup video that I did. Okay, so the value will not go with the second method, and it may not be as equal as the value I use in the calculator. Is for me to just re-explain this one to you. Okay, so now we got the value of this. Now, but how are we going to get the real value for 0.01? So that when we want to partial close, we'll be able to know how much 0.01 is going to give us in terms of money. So now to do that, we have to multiply this value we get by 0.01 value, not 0.01 directly, but the value of 0.01, which is equal to 10 cents. Okay. So now we are going to multiply 615 0.93 by value of 0.01, which is 10 cents. And this is going to give us what? 61.59. And now remember, it's in dollar. So now, if we want to partial close this trade, 184, if you want to close 0.01, partial close, that means 0.01 is 61. It will give us minus 61. This is equivalent of to partial close 0.01 out of that 0.02. So now remember that the sell is a positive. This is our sell. So we are going to close this 100%. You understand? So now, if we come to our value here, we now say 17.97 minus 61.59 minus. We're still going to have this is 8, this is 3, and this is point, this is 9. That means if we close our sell 100%, we close it completely. Then we come to our buy, we partial close 0.01. This is what we partially close. Out of this, then our new buy will be remain with 0.02. That means we have reduced our lots, our float by 0.01 lot. That is the meaning of this. So, and we still keep how much? $9 profit. We still have to keep, because anytime you are trimming, don't trim to the extent that you are going to be having losses. And don't trim to break even, that no profit, no loss. Always trim to have small capital. This is the beauty of edging and not using stop loss. I think I've explained this in a way I think everybody will get it right. Going forward during the week, I'll be doing series of video on calculator so that you know maybe okay, I'll use method 1. If you are using method 1 and method 2, if it's convenient for you, you don't need to buy the calculator. You don't need to even go there. Don't buy it. Just be using it. But by the time I'm doing the video of the calculator, why did I develop the calculator for my traders? You will see if it's okay for you to buy it. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Let's go to Mr. Olugua's second method first, because I don't want to waste our time. The second method, we are still going to refer to the first method on top. This, I've noticed something here as a mathematician that something is wrong here, but I want to quickly go to simplify one. So now you can see that the equation is still the same thing, minus 183.77 at 0.01, I mean 0.03 or 0.03, and sell $50.97 at 0.03 or 0.03. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to get the simplest, the value in dollars for the smallest lot size. So how are we going to do this? So we are going to use 0.03, which is the value of what we want to solve, divided by smallest value, which is 0.01. What will this one give us? Calculator, guys, let everybody do it. 0. What is the answer?
The
Three.
answer is 3.
Good.
The answer is 3.
Good. The answer is 3. Now, this 3 is what we are going to use to divide the 187. I mean the 183. The 183.77. Now we are going to come here and say 183.77 divided by 3. So let's do that.
The 7, I mean 61,
This one is 100% correct. There's a mistake in the upper one. Because immediately I got to that level, I know that there's a mistake. This one is going to give us
61.25,
yeah, 25 something. Let's approximately 2.26. Okay. Good. Now we want to create more pages, and we know now. So this $61.26 is equivalent to 0.01 or 0.01 lot size, which is the smallest value we want to get. Now, how are we going to close the leg? Now that we have got the value for the smallest one, so if we come here and say we want to close partial close 0.01 from 0.03, and we close this. Can somebody tell me what is going to be the answer? Let me see this one again. 50.99, 50.97. What are we going to make a profit or loss, guys? Somebody?
Can you
Loss of
can you please rephrase your question?
Okay, I'm going to
loss of $10.27.
Thank you, sir. We are going to make a loss, but I need to let everybody be on the same page. Please focus on second formula, because this second method is very simplified. That's why I adopted it as well. So just focus on this second method, okay? Now, if you look at what we want to solve, because the sell leg is positive, the sell leg is $50.97. Both of them have the same lot size. Remember, because we are edging. But the buy side have negative $183.77. Now, we want to close all this sell leg that is profit, and we partially close from, we partially close from the buy leg. So now, before we can do that, we want to know the equivalent value of 0.03. I mean 0.01, because that's the smallest, so that we can start closing small from the buy side. So now we've got 0.01 as minus 61.26, which is the smallest value we can close or buy. But now, if we close minus 61.26, 0.26, and what our profit side, which is this sell side, is 50.97. It doesn't make sense. We can't close this trade because we will be at loss. Now, the scenario, let's say the scenario is a little bit adjusted. We have 70.97. Let's say sell is now 70.97. We can close it. And let me now say, how can we close it? Because the smallest value is minus 61. And the one we want to close in now is no more 50, is $70.97. So what are we going to do? We are going to close this sell side completely. We are going to close the sell side completely. We are going to close the sell side completely, and we are going to close 0.01 from buy side. We are going to close 0.01 from buy side. So now, if we close this completely and we close 0.01 from the buy side, can somebody tell me what is going to be left for us?
Come over, please.
Please, if you are making noise, just mute yourself. You want to talk to your wife or your children, mute yourself.
All right. Have a seat. Okay.
I think I have 4 different things.
So now, as I'm saying, we have minus 183.77 and 0.01 is 61.26. So now what we are going to do here is we are going to say, okay, 183, you can use your calculator, 0.77 minus 61.26 or so, and our answer will be left with 122.51. So now, let me now tell you what will now be the new value of our trades. Now, what will be our new value of our trade now is, let's go down. Our buy now our buy will now become 122.51 at 0.02. Remember, we have removed 0.01, which is 61.26. Then our sell will not have value, will be 0 because we closed everything, but we open another one now. We need to open another trade, which is sell at 0.02. So
can you please put a negative say in front of the 122.51?
What did you say? Negative?
There's a negative sign.
Yeah, it will be there. The negative side will be there. So now, at our buy, remember, what we did is very simple. We want to get the value for 0.01, which is this, which is 61.26. Now, we want to now remove, we want to close this, because once we get the value for the smallest one, we have already got solution. So what we did now is we came here, we remove 0.01 lots partially. So this one will be left with 0.02. And out of 183, we remove 161.26. That is why we end up with this minus 122.51 at 0.02, because we have removed 0.01 from the original 0.03. And our sell, because our sell sat on positive, we close all the positive. Then we now open it afresh with 0.02. We open it afresh with 0.02. Now we have finished transaction here. Now, did we make profit or not? That is now what is left. Did we make profit? Yes, we make profit, because 70.97 is our sell side, which is positive. And the 0.01 value is minus 61.26. If you do the calculation now, you should get something like 1,700 and this one is 9. Yeah, this is 9. We get $9.71. This is what we keep from this transaction. This is what we kept from this transaction. I think it's okay how I explain it now. It may not be okay for, it may not be clear for everyone. But after the class, just watch this video again and again, because this is the foundation of hedging. If you don't get how to partially close all the sizes, you will not go further in the strategy.
You know, Mr. Folarin.
Yes, sir.
I understand the calculation.
Okay.
And I get the allocation of the lot size on the sell side, which was positive. But practically, how do you reduce that minus 183 to 122 without closing that trade?
Your question is how did we okay, let me tell you how did we do that. Remember that, let me clean this first side. Let me do, there's no need. Remember that buy side is 183.77, sir. Did you remember, sir?
Yes, I get that concept. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, if you don't have problem with that, that means
yes.
you shouldn't have any
My question is practically, on the system.
On the system.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to the system now. Let me switch to the system so that we do it practically. Is that okay?
That's fine, because that's what I want to see.
Okay. Now let me close what I'm sharing. Let me share the system directly. Okay, we are sharing the system now. Did you see everything now? Did you see the chart?
Yes, I can see.
Now, do you remember that you remember that the trading is on? So don't mind the value has changed. It's 183, but it's now 185. So practically, you click on that chart, on that value, you right click on that value, you come to modify or delete order. Then you come to modify order, you change it to market execution. Then, because we've known the value for 0.01, you are going to tell the platform that you want to remove the value for 0.01 from 183.77. So if I click close now, 0.01 is going to remove. That's what we call partial closing of a trade.
You've sorted me. I'm sorted.
So that's what we call partial closing of trade. You can partial close profit. You can partial close loss. But it depends on what you want to achieve. But in our case, let's say in our case now, let's assume that this is our the other side. Okay, let me do it again. Let me arrange my symbol. Okay, you see that, let's say this cell is the positive that we are saying 17.97. I will close this one completely, 100%. I will close it 100% because it's a pure profit. Now, out of that profit, because I've done my calculation and I've realized that 70.97 is more than 0.01. I'm going to close partially from here, which is minus 61. And the positive side is 70. And this 0.01 from this buy side is partially, if I close 0.01 from this, is minus 61. 70 minus 61 already has given me $9 profit. So I'll just come here. I'll just come and click here. I'll say modify. I'll come to modify order. I'll come to market execution. And I want to remove 0.01 that I've calculated. And I'll click close. And it will close. And this place will be remain with 122, minus 122 point something that we calculated in the class. Is that clear?
You've given me a new trick. I didn't know how to do that. For me, what
Yes.
I've been doing, if you don't mind me 2 minutes or 1 minute to share my experience.
Okay.
What I've been doing is that I think where I've been getting it wrong, I look at the lot size and I look at the value.
Yeah.
So I look at the lot size, I can even add them. Let's say, look at your first buy, your second buy,
Yeah.
maybe they come to 0.06, all of them.
Okay.
I look at the total value of those negatives.
Yeah.
Then I come down, I look at the positives, and I calculate the lot size as well and the value.
Okay.
If I see that the difference gives me a profit,
Yeah.
I close all those positions.
Okay. That you see that one, you can spend 15 years
Yeah,
to
that's the
close
mistake I've been making.
to close the float, because you are going in a tedious way. You see, and that's why you see, this is the foundation of it. I don't mind doing this class several times, because once you get this foundation, this calculation I'm showing, you don't have problem anymore. You don't have any headache anymore. Let me tell you something. I trimmed my account last in August. September, I don't have time. I didn't trim September. This is where today is October 25. I'm thinking of when it's October ending, I will sit down 10 minutes, I will trim everything. That is how simple it is when you get the logic. Now, the first method, I'm going to abandon it. I don't want to make everybody's head to be hot. Tonight, I'm going to abandon it. But the second one, we got it right. And we need to appreciate Mr. Dugua. I don't know his profession. Maybe he's a mathematician like myself also. But he's the one that brought that idea and brought that solution to us. I really appreciate him because he has contributed to the community. See, there's something I'm going to end up with tonight, which I'm going to give us advice. I will always tell you, because I developed the system, does not mean there won't be people that will be better than me in using the tools. Let me give you an example. I still love driving manual car. Most of my friends normally make jest of me because I will tell them I love manual car. The reason why I love manual car, you will never see any person that when they are teaching you how to drive a car, that they will ask you to jump from gear 3 to gear 5. Nobody would ever teach you that. But when I'm on top speed on 3, I skip gear 4. And I've been driving for 27 years. I will skip gear 4, I'll go straight to gear 5. And sometimes I can skip 2 gears because I've mastered it and I've loved it. And sometimes I tell most of my friends that the reason why I love manual because I control my engine the way I want it to sound. You know, the automatic will be counting it for you. Mine, I can
you
jump.
punish yourself, my friend?
So I jump. I love it. All my cars are still manual till today. I've never even dream of buying automatic for now. I still enjoy my manual. You know, but what I'm trying to say is that because I created the software, that doesn't mean that there won't be some people in this community that will not think more than mine, the way I think. Bring solution to the community. I appreciate it. That's why I am telling Mr. Lugua that what you have done, you don't know. Because my own method is about 10 steps. Mr. Lugua's method is about 4 or 5 steps to the solution. So it's not about, I'm the owner of the software. No, I don't want people to. No, please come to the community and tell us that, okay, when I look at it like this, I did it like that, and it works. So I will appreciate Mr. Lugua once again. So this is the second method. The first method, let us skip it. It's a little bit tedious. Maybe that's why I even missed it along the way. But that's what I've been using for many years. But now I'm going to condemn it because 2 things happened. I adopted Mr. Lugua's strategy. The second one is I've created what we call edging calculator. And I'm going to talk about it to solve the same problem we solve now in front of everybody. But edging calculator is not free. So it's not compulsory that you get it. If you can get the second strategy properly, you don't need to come to edging calculator. But I make it in a way that it can solve a lot of problems. It can make life more easier for every one of us. And I'm going to go there now. And on our screen, you can see that on this screen, I put something of blue and red. This is the calculator. I've been testing it and I finalized it today. Everything is perfectly today. As I finalized it today, I compiled the first compilation today. So let's now go to what we are calculating here. The buy side is negative, which is minus 183.77. Let me go, I'm scrolling to it on my tab. So 183.77. This edging calculator can do more than what we are doing here. If, let's say your chart edge, your asset edge, you can see the way I put the chart with the calculator on a particular asset that has edge. Unfortunately, it's not on UJ. Let me see. I didn't put it on UJ. Okay, let me do it on UJ straight away. It doesn't take time. You can see, I just drag it there and it pasted. So we can use it for trimming, any trimming, random, FIFO, LIFO, and we can use it for end of the month rollover. But I'm going to go straight to use it. The usage tonight is straight because I need to do a risk tutorial for it. Now, if we now want to say, how do I going to use and calculate what we calculated here? Let's say 0.03, which is our buy side, and the loss on it is 183.77. Then apply, what is apply? Apply means the other side that is positive, and that is 70.97. Okay. Now, if you press enter key on your keyboard, you can see what it told us. It said we can close 0.01, and it told us the percentage we close and the loss side that to be left is 0.02. It's the same thing to everything we have been doing since. So it solved it straight away without pen and paper. So after you do this, you just go straight to your account and go and do partial closing. This took me almost a year and 2 months to complete. I first of all do it on a spreadsheet, which is almost 3-4 months. Then I started coding. But I'm telling you,
Mr. Folarin,
yes, sir?
Sorry for interruption. Just to repeat that, on the calculator, does it automatically execute?
No, it will not. I have not done automatic execution. What I did now is the figure that you are calculating here, you just key it in. Did you see how I kick? Let me do it again so that you see what I'm talking about. Okay, now on our buy side, what is the lot size?
0.3.
0.03. What is the loss? The negative value.
It's also 0.0. The value was minus 183.
183. You don't need to put minus, just 183.77, right?
Yes.
Now apply mean the positive side.
Yeah.
Do you remember the positive side? The value that we
allocated? The value was
70
point something.
97. Then you just press enter key, and it will tell you that close 0.01 or 0.01 from this trade, and the percentage you close is 38.62% of the flow of the negative side, and the loss side that will be left on the negative side is 0.02. So you just come and buy the other side. I mean, you come and sell the other side. Everything we have calculated since is what we have solved here at once. So you just drag it to that chart and put it there permanently because that chart is already edge. You just need that chart for calculation of that scale. And that is number one. What I created it for is more than this. So if, for example, now let's say you have a lot of something which I'm going to show us how what I'm trying to achieve here. Let me quickly go to let me share another chart. Somebody want to say something? Okay, let me quickly share this one with us. And how do we use calculator? Then we call it a day. We can continue from here for as long as people will understand what we are doing. We don't need to skip this. Did you see my share screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is somebody's account yesterday. He called me that my account has Hedge, but now I'm in the problem. I don't know how to solve this problem. So, and I'm tired yesterday. I said, no, if it is edging and trimming, you don't need to stress yourself. Let's talk tomorrow, which is today. And they come around 10 o'clock today. I think the client, if the client can watch this information, he will know that this is my account. So, and we solve it in the morning. Though I know we struggle to understand everything I did, like we did now, but with the edging calculator, this is more simpler. So what we are seeing now, I'm going to key it inside the calculator, and we are going to see how calculator will simplify it for us. For now, there's no way I can share two screens. So I will retain myself on this screen, and later I'll come to calculator. All of us will now solve the problem together. The first one, which is buy, is 0.08. Please, I want all of us to be confirming it for me. And the profit is what? If we are on the same page, buy 0.08.
16.08.
16.08. Thank you. Then the second value is 0.05. And the profit there is
12.96.
12.95. And we have another positive, which is a 0.01. And the profit is what?
0.1 is
0.19. Because I want everybody to participate. I don't
That
know
is
to.
GU, sir. It's pound dollar.
Oh, that is GU. No. We don't want to do GU. No, we don't want to do. Okay, I don't even know that I didn't sort it. Oh, because it's on the phone when he was talking. We sort it out on the computer in the morning. Okay. Which one again? 0.02, right?
Yes, sir.
0.02. That one is
1.84.
1.84. Thank you, sir. Now, the lot size of Hedge is sell, which is 20, and the value is 61 minus 61. Are we on the same page?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, we're on the same page. Okay, now I'm going to shift the focus now to our calculator. I have two calculators here. Which one? Okay, I'm using this one, I think. Okay, are we seeing the calculator now?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, we have insert all the value according to, but if you look at here, the calculation is giving us 10%. That as what we're supposed to keep. We can ignore this. We can ignore all this 10% that we need to keep and use our own digression of what we want to keep. So, but if you look at all the profit in total is $30.87. And the lot size is 15. We don't even need the lot size. We don't need to calculate the lot size. So what we need to do is to come here and say 0.20. and the loss there is 61, and we apply the $30.87. Immediately we click enter, it will tell us that out of this 0.21, we should close 0.1, which is almost 50% of the account, of the float, and we keep 0.01 again. Definitely, we may not do this. I will tell us why we may not do this. If you want to keep your 10% according to calculator, this is what we are going to apply. I mean, we are keeping this, we are applying this. This is what we are going to apply. Let's say we want to follow the instruction of the calculator that you can't work for the whole day and you don't make any profit. You can say, okay, I want to apply 15.87. Enter. Did you see what he said? He said, okay, you are going to click 10% of what you have worked for, but you are going to close 0.05, which is 26% of the float, and you are going to have 0.15 left out of this 0.20. So this saves a lot of headache for everybody. But if you want to calculate it too, it's fine. There's no problem. That means immediately you close this, what you're going to do, you are going to sell again. And your sell leg must be equal to 0.15 so that you edge it back. Everything may not be 100% clear. I'm going to start using the calculator from next week on my own personal account, and I'll do several series of videos on it. I'll be posting in the group so that everybody will be seeing the way I'm using it. Because now I have moved from analog calculation for myself to calculator that will help me to solve my problem faster. So this is where we are going to stop tonight. We are going to move to question and answering section. Some people already raising up their hand. After that, I'll answer about 2 or 3 people. Then I'll go to people that have already dropped their messages on the chat. Then we call it a day. I don't want us to have too many lengthy class, because some people, when they went back to video, they get boring to them. We need to consider them too. As we are working now, some people are in Canada, there are some people are in US that they are working, they can't join the class. So we don't need to be selfish. That's why I want to take that principle as something I need to do. Mr. David Okoroafo.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
I greet everybody on the platform. This has been my problem, and I thank God that you have used 2 approaches to solve this problem. And even the people I'm trying to, in fact, show this trading method, this is where I get stuck. So I kind of stopped showing it to people. Now, looking at the 2 methods, the method that, the second method was quite very easy to understand, very straightforward.
Okay.
But when you now introduce the calculator made everything very simple. It's even very simple to even explain it to a toddler. So what I'm asking now is that how soon can we get this calculator? Because my own, I've been doing, if I close 0.14, I will still rebuy with 0.14. And the chart keeps, the float keeps increasing without reducing.
You see, there's a solution for that, Mr. David Okoroafo. What you are going to do at the end of the month is rollover. Though it's not good because you are just closing that 0.04 and replace it back, closing it and replace it back is not good. But I'm going to mentor you how you are going to do rollover at the end of the month of October. But when you want to do the rollover, the calculator can solve everything for you. Once you key in the parameter where you're supposed to key it, it will advise you what to do. And it's so simple. I've tried all these things before I present it to the community. So there's no problem. The solution is there. And if you need me to help you one-on-one on that, I will help you also. I think I will do one video on Monday. I will do one video on Monday regarding the method of the way you have been closing, so that it will simplify things for people before you even get the calculator. Thank you, Mr. Okoroafo. Mr. Hans.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Sir?
Yeah, I just wish to ask, since you said the calculator is not going to be free, how much are we going to get it?
Yes, Mr. Hans, the reason why I don't want to be
No.
free is because I work hard. I work hard on this. Everything cannot be free.
Trading class.
But what I want to do is that either you are using my IB or you are not using my IB, the calculator will be life license. It's not going to be expired like the software. So if you are using my IB, you are going to pay half of the price, but the price would be, I have not sit down to evaluate it, but it cannot exceed $20. No matter the price, it cannot exceed $20. But I've not concluded, but it cannot exceed $20 because I don't do anything to rip anybody off, but I'm working hard to make sure that I make this thing to be more simpler for everybody. I know how many people that have taught how to do trimming, but they are still crying to today. They didn't get it right. So that's why I use the pen. And from the time and my own something, I need to get a reward for it. So not that I want to exploit someone or whatever, but it can't be more than $20. But if you use my IB, you are going to pay half of that money. But people that doesn't use my IB, they will pay $20, which is maximum. And people that use my IB will pay $10. People that doesn't use my IB will pay $20. That is what I'm thinking of. But give me till Monday. I will say everything in the group. Thank you.
That is fair enough. That is fair enough.
It's very fair.
Thank you, sir. Now, Mr. Temi Tope.
Good evening, sir, and thank you for today's class.
Thank you.
I keep on hearing you say 10% when you are on the hedging calculator.
Yeah.
Where's the 10% coming from?
Okay. Let me quickly answer that question. Let me drop your hand first so that I know that I have only one person to attend to after you. See, if you look at look at lot size, below lot size, I put 0.08. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
In the profit, I put 16.08. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Then calculator said, keep $8 for yourself and apply $8.08 for trimming. That is advice. You may ignore it. You may roll over, you may trim all your 16.08 if you don't want to take the advice. I just did it that way so that it can be guiding you also till you master. You can decide to do anything you want to do by the time you master the calculator very well. But for the beginner, I help you keep 8%, almost 10% of the trade based on the lot size. But you can say, okay, I would prefer in this one, he said I should keep $8. I will keep $2. I will use the remaining one. You can decide, or if after he calculated everything for you, he's not telling you that you should apply 15.87. Did you see that, Mr. Topman?
Yes, sir.
You may decide that no, I will apply $20 so that I can quickly reduce the lot size. You can decide to do anything. What the calculator does is to make your job faster instead for you to be thinking. And when you are doing this, 0.03 divided by 0.01 multiply, you can make a mistake as well. All I've done in the calculator perfectly for you. Did I answer your question?
Not quite, sir. I'm thinking if I have to keep $8 from $16 profit, that looks to me like 50%. So I'm still struggling with.
You don't need to struggle. I've made everything easy for you. You may use 100% of your calculation. You may not even keep anything. So why do you want to give yourself a headache of you must do what I asked you to do? That's why I said you may decide to use everything. You may decide to keep what you want to keep. This just is an advice from the calculator, the way I think, the way I'm doing my things. But you yourself, once you know how to do it, this is 16.08. You may put all the 16.08 here. You don't need to say you want to keep. Is what I'm saying clear to you, Mr. Topper?
Yes, sir.
This is a liberal thing. It's not something that it was compulsory. It's not compulsory. Nothing compulsory. It's an advice. You may take you may take your own decision. So don't screw yourself up. This is not a stereotype system that is a must. You must do it that way. No, that's why I'm explaining to you that you may decide that the calculator advises you that if $15, use $15 again to roll over. You may decide that, oh, no, I'm not keeping anything. I'll use the old $30 so that I can close all my lot size in time. I can reduce all my lot size in time. It depends on your flexibility. When they teach you something, you apply your own flexibility to it. I think I'm making sense with you, Mr. Tope.
Yes, sir. I will also follow up with you personally. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Odugua.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
The only question I have is, we in the UK here, we don't have a swap-free account.
Yeah.
There is.
I have Annette here.
Okay. So the issue is, from your experience, how do you think this, because I have not really, I've gone into Hedge on only one account. As the swaps go on, do you think it will have an appreciable impact on the trimming and rollover? At the end, I know if it is swap free, one should always come out in profit. But I hope the swap thing will not change the outcome. That's my question, sir.
There's no way the swap will not change the outcome. I'm going to show you from my own account here. And you have to consider that anytime you are using the calculator or you are using whatever thing we are talking about here. I don't know what is going on here. I want to, because you see, that's why I always tell everyone that I prefer a practical class than a theoretical class. Okay, if you look at my account, this broker is a swap-free account for 1 month, for 30 days. But some of my accounts I don't trim for 2 months, 3 months. You can see, if you look at this one, it's minus 43 swap. Did you see it, Mr. Dukua?
Yeah, I can see it.
But Mr. Dukua, there's no way this will not affect your profit. Let's say your profit is supposed to be $10. At the end of the day, you are going to keep like $6 or $5. But there's no way it can make you short. Sir,
yeah, that's all I want to know. I don't care whether it reduces the profit, as long as I'm still in profit.
No, you can't short. Let me give you an instance. Look, let me give you, hold on. Look at this trade. This trade opened in August 27.
Okay.
October 27 will be 2 months.
Yeah, that's true.
Most broker charged me $43, and I have a float of minus 145. Which one pays me? To close 145 or to manage my trim until I get out in profit?
Yeah, it's better to trim until you get out in profit.
Correct. That's what I keep on telling people. And this one, I didn't attend to it for 2 months. That's why it's accumulated like this. Because I don't care if I don't even attend to it for 4 months. I know I will come out with profit. The profit can be reduced. That's the worst that can happen. But I can't come out.
Okay, no problem. That's all I want to know. Because I've not gone through like 2-3 month cycle. So I'm just thinking ahead.
Sir, there's an account I can show you. Oh, let me see if I can show you quickly in the class. You see this this euro USD Japanese yen.
Yeah.
Look at it, July 2.
Yes.
And this is not July Edge. This is March.
Wow.
I trim. When I don't have time, I leave it. That's why I'm saying the system is simple. It doesn't give you hassle if you understand it. It's not like the way conventional way everybody is trading, that you are going to be sweating like a Christmas chicken. I do what I want to do at when I want to do it, sir. I trimmed this one last September 13 when I have time. And that is the side that is giving me negative. And this negative is nothing to me. And if you look at it, I trimmed this one last in July 2nd. August 2nd is 1 month. September 2nd is 2 months. October 2nd is 3 months. November next week will be 4 months. And I don't care. And if you look at my float, as at July, August, it's about minus 2,000, minus 3,000. But one by one, when I have time, maybe sometimes when I'm not busy, let me check my investment. Oh, this one you are there. Okay, and I've reduced everything back to 800 or something, which I'm going to reduce more because by next week now, I'll start implementing second chart. My pounds, I'll open second chart next week. This US Japanese, yes, I'm open second chart next week. And this chef, I'm open second chart next week. So once you understand what we are talking about, the problem is when you don't understand what we are talking about, you are going to continue doing blunders. But when you understand, and it's a strategy that it doesn't strangle your neck, that you must do it before 1 o'clock on Friday. You must do it before NFP news, CPI news. I don't do all those things. If I thought they are releasing those news, I don't even know when they release any market news. It doesn't concern me. I know the worst thing is to hedge, and when I have time, I will trim, and at the end of the month, I will roll over. I think I answered your question, Mr. Odugo.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, Mr. People are now raising up their hand again. Please, after these two people, I'm not attending to anyone. Mr. Babatunde Daramola. Fast, please. Fast question.
All right, thank you, sir. My question is actually to Mr. Oduguwa, and it's a bit personal. He doesn't mind, but I think it will be helpful to some of us who are struggling with this forex thing. My question is: you seem to have been an advanced student, to the best of my knowledge, that you are even sharing strategies with us. How profitable are you as a trader? You are free to answer. You are also free to make it private. But just try to figure out, if I also get to your level of skill, how profitable will I be? That's the kind of thoughts I'm having. Thank you
I think Oga should give clearance before I answer.
No, you can answer, Mr. Dukwa. But make it fast. So I don't want this video to be long.
Yeah. To answer you, I've been trading for about 5 years, but I've done a lot of research, as I said on my first day here. So I will say more like I've put in about maybe about 8 or 9 years inside 5 years, because at times I spend up to 10 hours on the chart. If it's your business, you have to take it very serious. In fact, Mr. Folarin's videos, I've watched all of them. Some I've watched it like 3 times. But despite that, I've always been in losses. In fact, I've given up. My 2 children said, Dad, no, don't give up. We are sure you can crack it. So, but from about June this year, I started being consistently profitable. If that answers your question.
It does. Thank you very much.
And another thing is that when you are doing something you love, it's a bit easier than when you are doing something for money. I love this thing, investment. I just like it. So I can be on the chart for 10 hours. It doesn't stress me. So thank you, sir.
But Mr. Dugua, you said
Yes,
you said from June you started making consistent money.
Yes.
Is it June? It's from the time you met me or before you met me, sir? Because
before I met you. You know, when I met you, I told you I trade gold.
Yeah.
You said you are sure I'm in loss. I said no. I know most people are in loss, but I've found that I'm in profit.
Okay.
So that's just.
But is my strategy making sense to you, or does it help you in any way?
I was trading one strategy before. You know, I told you I use stop loss. Since I met you, I've developed a second strategy without stop loss, just including using the hedging approach.
Okay.
So it has made an impact. So I now have a second strategy without a stop loss.
All right. Thank you, sir. So, guys, this is where I operate my business. This group is a community group. Please, if you want to consult Mr. Dugua for more advice, assistance, you can do that at your own risk. I have his own experience, but I'm the kind of person that I want freedom around people around me. I don't preserve knowledge. Knowledge must be spread among each other. So if you think that you will need assistance of Mr. Odugua is in the group, you can talk to him. But the only thing is, I'm just giving advice that people should share common interest among each other. But I'm not saying any other thing that transpire, just keep it within yourself. So if you have any good thing, you can discuss with other people in the community. It's welcomed. So thank you, Mr. Dugua. Mr. Brain Nabusi, sorry, sir.
Ndoguisi, you can call me Ndoguisi.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go. What I've decided is I'm going to sit down and write you my scenario that I experienced 2 days ago.
Okay.
I made significant profit, which actually shocked me myself. And the market turned the other way around. I hedged, everything was okay, but because of certain factors, I panicked. And I'm just thinking the formula you just shared a few minutes ago, if I had known about it, probably I would have stuck around. So I'm just going to send you a write-up to explain what I went through and why I panicked and made, I thought I was trimming it down, but in the course I realized that I was actually not solving, then I stopped.
Okay.
But out of a significant profit I made almost 30% loss on that.
From the profit you made before that thing happened.
Eh?
I said that you lose 30% of the profit you made before that panic comes.
Yeah, the panic came in, then I lost 30% thinking that I'm controlling.
Oh.
But when I realized that I was not making it, then I stopped. When I calculated 30% of my profit had gone back to the market.
Oh.
So then I stopped. But now with the new method you've shared, I'm just thinking that, if I had known about that trick, I would still be having my full 100% profit I made because it was very, very significant. The market went in my way. I tripled my account.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's part of learning curve, but at the same time, sometimes when you are in a panic mode, let me tell you, my strategy doesn't even bring panic. I normally tell people, you see, I have a lot of friends when they want to release NFP, they will be running like a dog that is chasing a human being. I normally laugh because I make this my system to be more relaxed trading system. But the problem is if you are the one that you are used to sitting on the chart every time, there's a possibility that human error will factor in and panic will come in. I don't sit around my computer, around charts. I've set my robot, I've set anything, maybe once or twice in a week, I check and I look at, okay, this one, because if I don't check, robot will close the profit for me. So by the time I check, the one that edge is what I want to deal with manually myself. So why am I panicking? Why am I rushing? So,
but I think one of my mistakes was I misunderstood you at some point. So when one chart hedged, when the first chart hedged, I didn't work on it. I didn't trim it. I opened the second one. Then the second one also hedged. I opened the third one. That's the mistake I made.
Okay. Look at my chart now. If you look at buy US Japanese yen and you look at sell US Japanese yen, I cannot edge. I cannot trim it anymore. I've trimmed them to become standstill. Now, when they are standstill, I'll open the second chart. If you come to
that's the mistake I made.
Yeah, if you come to my pounds USD, I've edged them to standstill. I've trimmed them to standstill. Now next week I'm going to open a second chart. Now, but if you look at my shelf, this shelf, I've not trimmed it to stand still. Because if you can look at it, they don't have, when you trim to stand still, that means you are going to have only buy and sell. But when you are
equal lots.
Equal lots. But when you are still, you still have opportunity to walk. You will still be seeing 0.01 sell, 0.02 sell. You will still be seeing other lot sizes. Because if you look at my shelf now, you are going to see 0.05, and you are going to see which is the major leg, and you are going to see other one, which is 111. So like this one, with somebody who have experience that can open second chart, but I normally like to complete all those trimming to make sure that they became standstill. Then I open the second chart.
Okay, I'll send you I'll send you in writing to explain exactly what happened to me, and you can give me some advice from there.
Not a problem, sir. Thank you very much. Now let me quickly go to the people that sent messages. Mr. Joel, how did we get the 70.97 for the profit? Mr. Joel BM, I said we are going to simulate that figure, so we are not getting it from a real account, real trading. We simulate it. We just randomly generate that thing for the explanation purpose. Mr. David Okorafo. So how do you reduce the 0.01 lot size? Or is it automatically? I show you the second method is easier. Okay, second method is easier. You have answered the question also. Oh, Mr. Victor said, what is IB? IB means introducing broker. This is what I did. I signed up with some broker that if people sign up through me to them, you get my software for life license. You don't need to renew it. And it's not compulsory. I used to tell people, it's not compulsory. You can buy my license and renew every year and use any broker of your choice. So that's not a problem. But IB means introducing broker. The calculator is the best, please. Okay, okay. Mr. David Okarafor, why do we have two sides of the calculator buy sell? Remember that we are hedging. Mr. Okarafor, we are hedging, so we must have buy and we must have sell. But the way you use it, it depends on you, depends on your experience. That's why I'm telling you that I can move my car from gear 2 to 4 and skip gear 3. I can move my car from gear 2 to 5 and skip 3 and 4. It depends on how expert you become while you are using it. But because you are using it continuously, there's no way you are not going to be good, even more than the developer of the calculator. So that is why we have both buy and sell side. I think we are going to call it a day. Let me check again. Okay, cool. Can't hear. Okay. Anybody home? Okay. Okay. I think this is when village people still follow us, reach Nigerian person. We don't have village people here. So it's okay. We are going to close the class for tonight. Actually, I spent more than what I budgeted, but I think I love the class. It's more interactive and more people participated better than our previous classes. So having said this, I will send the recorded version to the group by Sunday. And how soon can we have the video recorded, sir? I missed out some due to not. Okay, I'm going to do the recorded version by Sunday evening. I'll put it in the group so that everyone will have access to it. Having said this, I will say good night to everyone and we'll have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Good night, sir.
Thank you for the class, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.